Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So I have done the highly requested Get Ready With Me. I show you exactly how I created this makeup look and this hair, which I can't believe I've actually managed to film both of them. It's been long awaited or long awaiting, I'm not sure. But I tell you all the products, how I do it, and I'm very, very hot right now, so I need to go and stand outside or something because, oh my God. But if you want to know how I got this makeup look, well, this whole look, then keep watching, guys. I'm gonna just show you my skincare before I do my hair and makeup. I'm kind of like going from one to one. But, so I cleansed my face with the Dr. Leah. Next step is the vitamin C serum. So I'm just gonna pour that into my hands. That's gonna go everywhere. Then we're gonna do moisturizer. The Dr. Leah moisturizer. This is gonna run out. I bet you it's gonna run out when I'm on holiday as well. Rub that in the fingers. Same again. All over. So the vitamin C serum, this serum was also Garnier. And then the last step, which is SPF, you have to wear that. You have to wear SPF every day. Like, it should just be a core part of your skincare routine. And it's the vitamin C daily UV glow. So you can get invisible, so you can get the invisible one and you can also get glow. I'm just gonna put like that much into my fingers. It's actually tinted, so it's actually quite a nice base as well for makeup, but I will put primer on top of this too. Oh, my towel is slipping off. I love it. I'm actually gonna do my hair first, because what I want to do is blow dry it, put it in rollers, and then I'll do my makeup whilst my hair's in rollers so that it has time to like cool down, and that's what I think keeps the curls. Like, it's game changer. Hang on, let me get all of my products. We're actually gonna use all Colour Wow products here. This is pre-styling. This is after, but I'll show you how I use it. Colour Wow extra volume bombshell, extra large bombshell volumizer, 2 to 3 pumps, and it says just literally put it through sections of your hair. So I'm gonna just kind of do it in 4 sections, I think. You want to kind of like mainly focus on the root with this one, because that's where you're going to get your volume from. 1, 2, 3. So the way that this works is that it's like activated once you actually put heat on it. Also, they do say that they last for a few washes. I don't really know how that works. That sounds like a bit of a myth, to be honest. I wash my hair like once a week now because of Orakatane. I literally don't get greasy hair anymore. I will do, when I'm doing my makeup, like a little bit of a Q&A as well, but so if you want to skip this hair part, I just feel like I need to concentrate when it comes to hair. Brush that through. Blow dry this 80% dry. Just with a normal hair dryer. Once it's 80% dry, then we are going to just spray our hair with this. Okay, now this is the part where I'm not going to show you the whole thing, because it will literally, it's going to take me ages, and I just kind of want to get it over and done with, because 12:30 I have a very busy day today. I went to Pilates this morning and I need to just get my work done before I go to LA tomorrow. So I feel like I'm really strict with time. Now, if you feel like you haven't put enough of that spray on, when you do these sections, you could, you know, give it a little spray and then also comb it through. Now we are going to grab Dyson, Shark, you know, any sort of blow dry curler like this that's going to curl your hair. And what we're going to do, I'm probably going to do this in 2 sections. We are going to wrap the hair, make sure it's all in, and then right up to the root. We're going to hold this for 10 seconds in hot heat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then there should be a button that's here, that slides up and down, where it goes to cold heat, or whatever tool you're using. Put cold heat on it for 5 seconds. Stop. Then I'm going to put my nail through this loop, so we've got the pin curl like that. Because personally, I can't do pin curls, and like I find them really hard to do myself. But when you do it like this, the pin curl is already done for you. You literally just loop it off of the hair tool. Then we're going to grab a little clip. So I got these from Amazon, like literally a pack of like 10 or 20 or something for like £3. And pin it like that. And we're just going to do one more to show you. So again, wrap it all the way round. It's better if you do it in smaller sections as well, because you're going to get a different curl with each one, and that's what creates more volume again. So 10 seconds, so 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cold heat, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Turn it off. Grab the curl. Ooh. And I'm gonna pin it with that same pin curl. So I'm gonna take it out, loop them both together, and now I'm gonna put the pin through both of them like that. And then what I do is I get my Colour Wow hairspray. Again, can be any hairspray, but I quite like this one because it doesn't give you that hard, sticky feeling that some hairsprays get. And I feel like that just like makes your hair crispy, doesn't look shiny, it's not nice. Like this one, the hairspray, it does its job, but it doesn't make it feel horrible, and it still looks nice. So we're just gonna spray that pin curl. As you can see, I've just, you know, followed the same routine all the way up, and now we're up to the top section. It's annoying because it's all sort of hanging down, but I'm just gonna grab the section we want. Again, if it's not wrapping around the barrel, then it's because you've grabbed too much hair. There is also a Dyson that's for short hair and for long hair. So make sure you get the one right for your hair. Just gonna clip that front bit. What you do is you've got to make sure you are putting the pin through the middle of the roll and scraping it along your head so that it sticks to your head, and it will look like that. So hair is in pin curls. We're going to just leave them in for the whole time that I do my makeup. I am using the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. Now, I feel like this has been a game changer to my makeup recently. Hang on, Chloe's text me. We are gonna just rub that in. One thing I love about the primer is that it's super, super sticky. And I feel like that's what's kept my makeup on the whole time I was in Italy. Bearing in mind I was changing between outfits. I was, you know, it was warm, the sun was on us. And my makeup literally did not budge. Like, I think it's quite mad as well because I never used to wear primer. I don't know why. I just kind of use my SPF as my primer because I've always worn that. And I was speaking, when we went on the Garnier trip, I was speaking to Mariam in India, and they were like, you don't use SPF, you don't use primer. And they were talking about the primers that they liked. Anyway, I found that in my drawer, and I remember seeing it on TikTok. Everyone raving about it. You just, it's really sticky. Now, okay, first things first. I have got this P. Louise eyeshadow palette, and it's called Wedding Wish Extra Large. I just kind of like it because it's got so many neutral shades in it. Always prep your eyelids with I use concealer. I'm using the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in shade Nude. And I'm just doing one swipe. Well, it's not one swipe at all. Don't know why I just said that. I'm gonna come quite close. And then I've got this Emma Mitchell flat brush, MC9 it says. And we are just gonna blend that all over the eyelid. I like to bring it sort of up to my nose there as well. And also just right under my eyebrows. Like that. And we're just gonna blend, blend, blend. I'll start answering questions when I get to like the bits that take a bit longer, like my foundation and all of that. However, I feel like I need to concentrate when I do this. A little blending brush that looks like that, and this is MC10. MC? That's my initials. Okay, then I'm going in with shade Union. That's like the lightest brown colour that's in there. And I'm going to take that across my crease. So where it meets there in the crease, we're going to just blend that above that. This is like your transitional shade and is going to help like blend everything to it. I'm also going to blend it on this outer, so it creates like a line, you know, blend all in that area as well, like so. Like that. We're then going to go into the shade next to it, which is a shade darker, this little slightly darker brown, applique. If you're going to get this eyeshadow palette, the shade's called applique. Then we're going to go sort of a little bit on the outer corner and blend directly in the crease, not above it, but we're going in the crease to create that dimension, like that. And it should blend quite nicely into the other colour because it's basically just a shade darker. It's better to start off light and keep adding than going heavy straight away because you can't take away. I always have one side, like one eye that looks better than the other. It's always this left eye. This left eye blends so much nicer than my right eye. Then I'm going to deepen it up even more. I'm going to go the shade up again, Honeymoon. And that is just going to go, whoa. That is just going to go on this outer corner here. and we're going to sort of bring that through to the middle of the eye with the excess, because I like to create like an ombre. Look, that is just literally going on that eyelid. I'm not blending that through the crease or anything. However, you may have to sort of blend it through up here. Ooh, I've added a bit too much, I think. I'm just going to make sure it's all blended up there. Trust the process with eyeshadow. I just feel like it looks weird until you've put lashes on, until you've done everything else. Like, I'm going to obviously cut that and make that really nice and straight when I put concealer on. Once we've gone into the face, we're going to answer the juicy questions. However, I don't know whether they're very juicy, but I asked on my Snap family. I love my Snap family. There are some trolls that creep through, but they just get blocked straight away, and I love blocking them. But yeah, my Snap family, if you don't follow me on Snap, I basically post my whole life on there every day. And I just love it. I actually prefer it to Instagram, I'm not gonna lie. Like, Instagram just pressures just to have like really nice aesthetic content and post good pictures. Like, on Snap, I really don't care what I post, you know what I mean? Grab another flat brush. This one is Ariel Morphe number A20, and I'm gonna go in with this like creamy shade here, like that colour, in Milestone, and we're literally just gonna like pack that on at the front here, just to set that in place, blend it through, just to make it all come together there. This really small, thin looking brush. You can get an angled brush, like a flat brush, just anything that's like really small. And I'm now going to go in with the darkest on that line here, the very last one, which is Make a Toast. And what we're going to do here is create a bit of an eyeliner look. So that's just going to go on my lash line. I'm going to bring it sort of 3/4 of the way. I'm not going to bring it all the way down there. I'm just going to bring it sort of to where our eyelashes start. And I'm actually going to drag that out and do a bit of an eyeshadow. Really rough wing, like hasn't got to be perfect whatsoever. It's gonna be kind of hidden by the lashes anyway, but I do like doing a bit of a eyeshadow wing instead of a liner, because I don't think I'm very good at it when it's liner. I just do fuck it up, whereas eyeshadow you can kind of, you know, blend it about and like buff it in, and it could just be like a bit of a smoky liner. I feel like I can be a bit more flexible with it. Yeah, I love that. You're gonna go in with the lash curler. I get it as close to the root as possible. Hold that for about, I don't know, I like to squeeze it like this, not sure why. Literally 10 seconds. Look at that. Love it. For mascara, we are putting on the Estee Lauder. I got gifted this. I've always been a Maybelline Lash Sensational fan, still am, always will have it in my makeup bag. But I got gifted this and I actually really like it, which is a shock, because I have used that Maybelline mascara, I would say, for probably about 10 years. If it's even been out that long, I'm not sure. I feel like it's been out for as long as I can remember. Okay, yeah, so these are Wildcat lashes. It must be a collab with a girl called Claudia. And the style is Toffee. so nice. They're just so fluffy. Like, look, it looks like eyelash extension. One top tip when putting on eyelashes, they aren't supposed to, you know, they don't fit everyone's length, shape, eye. So 100% they need to be cut down most of the time, unless you have a really long eye. I don't know why some eyelashes are so long. I like to snip off this front bit where there's no lashes, because that pokes in my eye. I don't like it. I'm gonna cut off that. That's quite a lot. But I like the Eyelash Emporium glue. I don't seem to have an allergic reaction to that. Weirdly, certain glues I'm allergic to. And it's not even hypoallergenic ones. Some of them I'm allergic to as well. And then some are normal ones I'm fine. It's really weird. And that is one lash done. Lashes have been put on. We're going to go straight into the foundation, which is the Forever Dior Skin Glow in shade 3N is what I use. And I'm using this House Labs foundation brush. And I'm going to literally just put like 1.5 scoops. Don't really want too much of this. And we're going to dab that sort of everywhere, all over the face first, and then we'll blend it in. The questions that a few of you have been asking actually is what I was doing when I was with Liam in Italy. Now, there is something that needs to be announced. However, I cannot announce that yet. I can't give you a specific date. Door, be right back. It didn't go quite to plan as it should have, but basically any of you who have followed me since the start, then you probably will know Ryan, who used to take all my content. He's my best friend and had a degree, not a degree, but he's done photography. He's got some sort of qualification in it, and he was supposed to be coming out there to take the photos for me, but he is moving house, and it's happened to fall on the weekend that we were going to Italy, so I had to look elsewhere. I didn't have time to book sort of a professional person in, so I left it down to Liam. It was a big risk, a very big risk. Hang on, I'm gonna put my contour on now. So I'm using this Huda Beauty foundation stick. I prefer using foundation for contour because I feel like it blends better, and I'm using it in shade Cinnamon. It's a very big risk to take, and luckily it did pay off. Liam actually really stepped up. I said to him, right, we need to take this seriously. It's for something very important. And yeah, he stepped up to the mark. The pictures look amazing and I can't wait for you all to see them, but I just don't know when is the right time to announce it. So I'm using the same brush to blend this. For the contour, like where that's the end of my cheekbone, you can feel it, like that's not there, the bone. You want to go from the bone up, don't go below your cheekbone. Yeah, so it turned out really well, but that was my first time I'd ever been to Italy. Like I've always been like so desperate to go to Italy. Like everything about Italy like inspires me. Like it's beautiful, the fashion there is amazing. Like I can't tell you how many cool people we saw. There was one day that we'd drove to Positano, which by the way, amazing drive. Like you have to go, when you go to Italy, get a car. I mean, Italians do drive a bit nuts, like it's a bit scary. And the roads are so small. Me and Liam had a massive argument one day because I thought he was gonna crash into someone. And he was like, I know what I'm doing. And, you know, when you're like scared passenger driver because he's going to scratch you or something. Bearing in mind it's a rental car and like we'd have to pay for it. And I was like, Liam, we're getting really close to the side. Like, but I was just nervous. I actually was originally supposed to be driving it with Ryan, but then when Liam came, he had the responsibility of doing that because fuck that was actually scary. Anyway, so we had a big row. I'm just taking another fluffy blending brush to blend out my nose contour. We drove to Positano and we were like, I had a big bag with me to change outfits and stuff for the different shots, but we parked up to have some lunch and we saw this really amazing restaurant in the distance on the cliff. So we went to see if we could get a table there. And he was like, oh, there's a brunch on at the moment. So like, you know, X amount and you get unlimited drinks and stuff. But Liam was driving and I'm not like, we have work to do. Like I can't be getting drunk. So we said no, we were gutted about because then we went to this other place that was like right close to it. And we just kept seeing all these like really unreal Italian dressed people walking past to go to this brunch and it was like popping off in there. So if anyone thinks that Italy isn't a place to go to party, then seems like there is a bit of a party scene. But they were all in like hills and stuff, and it's like, I don't know if you've not been to Italy, if you've ever been to like Mykonos and what's the other one? Santorini. You know, it's like really hilly and cobbly, like, and walking in hills on that, like, God, they must have been struggling, or they're just probably used to it. But anyway, so yeah, always been like really inspired by Italy and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to go in with concealer now, so I'm actually going to use two concealers because one's a bit too dark and one's a bit too light. So I really love the Too Faced Born This Way concealer in the nude that I use for my eyes, but also Hourglass concealer, the best concealer, but it's just a bit too light for me at the moment. I've got it in the shade Cotton. So what I'm going to do is use this as a base and then put a little bit of the Hourglass on top. We've just realised we worked so hard and we woke up at like 8, well, I suppose it's not that early, but we woke up at like 8 every day, had breakfast, I got ready, and we were then out all day. Like we didn't go home once. We stayed out all day just shooting content, changing, and you don't realise actually how fast time goes by when you're busy. I'm actually gonna let that dry. Actually, I normally do my eyebrows next. Espresso. So I'm using the NYX Professional eyebrow pencil in the shade Espresso. I actually bought a new one today in a lighter shade because my hair's light now, but my eyebrows are naturally this dark, so don't know, like I could try to match it. But yes, we want to go back to Italy and actually like do it properly and like do some of the touristy stuff, like go on fun boat. Like we went to Capri one day, but again that was just to shoot, to have like a different backdrop and different like, you know, a different setting for the pictures. But we really want to go back and actually do it properly and enjoy it as a holiday because wow, I actually fell in love with the place. Like fell in love. I could not recommend going there enough. So we actually we went to Sorrento, we flew to Naples, picked up a car at Naples airport, the rental company Sixt, S-I-X-T, hired a convertible Mini. Get a small car. You don't, God, getting a big car would be scary, like, because the roads are just so tiny unless you're a really confident driver. Get a little small car, even like a cute Fiat, very Italian. And we drove from Naples to Sorrento, so we was actually staying in Sorrento, and we stayed in this lovely hotel called Grand Hotel La Favorita. I'll put it up on the screen. But it was beautiful. And then from there, that's when we drove to Positano one day, and then actually the hotel was right by the port where you can get the boat to Capri as well. So it was actually in a really perfect location. Food obviously was insane. We just had such a lovely time and I'm really happy. However, you can't know just yet as to why we were there and what for, but soon will be revealed. Oh, can't really recommend you like restaurants, because I'm not gonna lie, I didn't look. I remember asking on Snapchat and being like, oh, you know, any good restaurants to go to, and then someone told us about this lemon. Oh, battery's about to die, hang on, sorry, you might have changed angle. But yeah, so someone told us about this restaurant where there was like loads of lemon trees, and the rest of the nights we just literally went to a hotel, went to a restaurant near our hotel, because we were so tired. We literally just wanted food like ASAP, and I can't remember the names of them, but they weren't like anything like amazing. They weren't anything you'd see on TikTok. It was just like a little cute family run restaurant, and the food was nice, but I feel like you'll have them everywhere in Italy. You'd go to this lemon tree one. If anyone knows the one I'm talking about, put it in the comments. But it was very busy, and we looked at the menu. I think we both fancied a pizza. And there was no pizzas on the menu, so we actually walked out. We didn't order. We was like, don't like this menu, let's go. I can't really give you restaurant recommendations. However, I would recommend to you my hotel that I stayed at, which I said earlier, and also like hiring a car. It cost like 400 quid to hire a car for 4 days. It's £100 a day. Right, I'm just blending that in with a brush. This is the Ariel Morphe brush A14. And I just make sure it blends back in nicely with that contour that I've got up there. And then we're going to go in with where this is my favourite step, and it is the Rare Beauty blush in shade Happy. Now, you don't need a lot of this. A little goes a long way. So I just do dot, 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 dot. Now you want to put the blush on the highs of your cheekbone. And it wants to go in between the concealer and the contour. And I've now got this Mitchell brush. Mitchell brush in shade, I keep saying shade. MF2. So yeah. Actually, I should probably get up other questions. That's kind of like Italy update. Do me and Liam want children? I mean, of course, one day in the future, I would most definitely like to have children, and I would like 2 children. I think Liam said he would like 3. I don't know, I just feel like my career is basically just started, but he wants to, you know, focus on his career too. And by the way, guys, we don't even live together. He lives in Wales, so we do long distance. You know what, actually, I thought it would be really hard, but there's also something really, don't get me wrong, it's not nice that I don't see him all the time. I'm going to bake under my eyes using the Cherry Blossom Cake Easy Bake by Huda Beauty. I feel like when you put the blush on and then you do a pink under eye, it really blends in the blush really nicely with the concealer. Don't be scared by it, like it doesn't come out bright pink or anything, like I thought it would. It actually is like a really nice colour. Oh, I haven't put on, do I need, yeah, I haven't put on my other concealer, my Hourglass. I'm going to put a tiny bit of that on as well before I do that. Yeah, so I thought it was going to be really, really hard doing long distance. And however, I feel like it's really actually quite nice because, you know, we are both very busy. We've got our own lives, which I think is really important. Like, I think when you get with someone, like, it's important to have your own lives and see your friends. You don't want your whole life to be that one person. Like, you're your own person, and You know, I'm not like slagging off Liam here, like, but I do think that is important. You need to have your own life. Anyway, not saying that we won't live together ever again. Obviously we will, but like at the moment it's working. We're both very busy, and then it's really, really nice because we get to really miss each other. And when we do see each other, we spend long periods together. Like other people wouldn't do that. Like, you know, you go to work, or, you know, you come home in the evenings and see each other. But when we do see each other, we are like, you know, in each other's pockets, like two peas in a pod, bloody don't leave each other's side, and do some really nice stuff. Because where we've missed each other and haven't seen each other maybe for a while, like I'm not going to see Liam now for 2 weeks, which is really sad. But I'm going to LA for 10 days, and he had to go home a few days ago to do some work and stuff. And we won't see each other for 2 weeks. But then when we do see each other, we're going to make it really special, and we're going to, you know, do something fun with our time, go for nice walks, like spend some really nice quality time together, and it just makes it really nice. I feel like we argue less because we don't want to ruin the time that we have together. You know, it's not forever, but it is okay. It really is okay. So if you're in a position where maybe you're doing the same thing, like, don't worry. And I feel like as well, if you want it to work, then you'll make it work. I really was skeptical when, like, he said he was moving back to Wales for personal reasons. I'm not going to sit on here and tell everyone Liam's life, but, you know, I feel like I struggled with it, and I was like, oh no, I've never done this before. Like, this is going to be really hard. How am I going to have a boyfriend that lives 4 hours away? Like, it didn't make sense in my head. But obviously, no matter what, we're going to make it work because we want to make it work. We want to be with each other. It's just circumstances in life right now. I'm using the pound cake shade now in the Huda Beauty Easy Bake, and that's going to be for the rest of my face. So I did the pink under my eye and sort of on my chin. Now I'm going to go underneath my contour in this light shade. Yeah. When this goes up, I'm hoping I'm filming this same day and putting it up tonight. It should be. If you're watching this and it's not put up on a Monday night, then I'm obviously a very bad YouTuber. I'm going to LA tomorrow. To LA with White Fox tomorrow to go to Coachella, but we are also, me and Chloe are in LA for another reason that we cannot announce just yet, but it's very exciting. So I actually have 2 big secrets coming up. 2 big secrets that can't be announced yet, but will be announced, I would say, one of them in like the next 3 to 4 weeks and one of them in the next 4 to 6 weeks. Now I'm going to do bronzer. I'm using the MAC Cosmetics shade Give Me Sun, and I'm using this Makeup by Mario. It's rub F3, I think it says. I'm using this fluffy side, and I'm just going to bronze up a little bit those cheekbones. I went to Coachella 2 years ago. It's definitely, if you've never been to Coachella, but you've been to like UK festivals like V Festival or We Are, what else are festivals, Glastonbury, it's nothing like that. Literally American festivals. Apologies any American if you're American watching this, but until you go to a UK festival and realise how nuts we all are, like nuts, then Coachella is so tame. You can't take your drink to the stage. Like, you have to stay in these weird private sections to have a drink, and then if you want to go to the stage and like listen to an artist and dance, you can't bring your drink with you. So it's like really hard for you to get drunk unless you just like sit on the sidelines and don't actually like look at any artists. So that's a bit annoying. But we're going with White Fox, and they've like, you know, we've got this like really amazing villa, They're like, they've got us access to like some after parties, which is gonna be fun. So blusher, I'm going in with the Kylie Jenner blush in the shade Winter Kiss. I only need a little bit of this, literally like tiny little bit, and I don't know what blush. Oh, but I'm going to use the one that I used to blend the other one. Really small amount because it's really pigmented. Watch out on my Instagram for some very cool outfits. Look at my Sula. It's separating my makeup. I'm such a hot person. I sweat so much. Then we're going to go in with the Lottie Freckle. My makeup is so dirty, don't judge me. The Lottie Freckle tin. Now I like to do this because I feel like it makes your makeup look a bit more real and not as heavy. Because I actually do have some natural freckles. We're going to go like this. Our finger. I just sprayed some setting spray on my face and finished off doing my freckles. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush setting spray, and then I'm taking that flat brush again and I'm going in with, depends how dark you want it, I'm just gonna go sort of light brown, just directly underneath on my lash line. And then go in with a dark brown right at the edge here. We're going in with a Kylie Cosmetics lip liner, precision pout liner. I literally love it. This shade is Satin. I also use Cinnamon. Cinnamon is a bit darker and I love it. I'm going to put a bit of this pink that I put on my cheeks just in the centre. Stunning! I love that lip combo. This bit is good. So be prepared for this. It's about to be, right. It's just so satisfying. Now, if you haven't like got to go out straight away, what I would recommend, especially if your hair doesn't hold as well, is just leave them in for as long as possible. Like, it could be hours. I used to leave my rollers in for hours when I was younger. However, I ain't got time for that. And it will also look very, very curly to begin with. But it does drop and then it becomes a really nice curl. Like, look how big my hair is. That is from those hair products. 100%. Curly, curly, curly so. Time to brush out. I don't know if you've gone really dark, so guys, I'm gonna just turn you off quickly, but I'll come back. And that, guys, is the finished result. Like, super bouncy. Now this obviously will go down and then it'll be like this really nice flicky like hair. I need to sort that out. So I would recommend then at this point to bring back any sort of shine to your hair, a little bit of hair oil, any hair oil. I've got like a Kerastase one and a Sway one. You could use Beauty Works, whatever. So I just run that through my hair and then I would finish it off by putting it, hairspray in it. Like if I was going out now, I'd put hairspray in it, but I kind of want it to die down a little bit before I shoot my content because it's very, very over the top. But yeah,